All right, I'll take it first. Scott LeClair, most people call me Scooter.
Mm.
Global Vice President GM of All Conditions Gear here at Nike. Been at Nike for 35 years, multiple roles. Stoked to be head of ACG as we push it into the future.
Hell yeah. What do you like to do for fun?
Oh, I like to fly fish. That's my fun. That's my passion. Saltwater fly fishing for tarpon. That's my deal.
Amazing. I'm Aaron Belchere. I'm the Global Vice President and Creative Director for all things ACG. I've been kicking around Nike for about 15 years. Done everything from product design to brand design to concept design to retail. I like to say I'm a semi-professional designer and an amateur surfer.
Better than amateur.
And design. Yeah, that's everything to know about me, I think.
Yeah. All Conditions Gear.
That's your sentence.
Amazing,
that's one sentence.
Beautiful, intuitively perfect product to take outdoors and do whatever you need to do in it.
I would just say serious fun for not serious people. Or I would say ACG is serious fun for not serious people. I think we talked about it a little bit this morning, that when those folks got together to make ACG in 1989, they kind of put together for themselves a really simple brief. They said, hey, ACG products must be the best. ACG products must be noticeably different, and they must be versatile. And I think our mission every day and what we kind of get together to do is just to kind of make sure ACG is on a bigger, bolder, crazier version of that mission.
Yeah, I think that's good. I think, we keep evolving, obviously, but the core of what ACG has always been, very similar to what you said, is performance innovation for outdoor athletes. That's never changed, and our innovation continues to keep getting better and better. But that thread is very constant.
Yeah.
The evolution continues, so.
Why is now the time?
Yeah. It's a great question, and I think that, hey, it's really no secret if you spend any time around at Nike that this place is just absolutely crawling with really passionate outdoor athletes. They're everywhere. You can't go too far without meeting someone who's who's just run UTMB and you don't even know, to crazy skiers and backpackers and climbers. That passion for outdoor performance has always existed at Nike, as has ACG in all this time. And, I got to say, the conversations that led us to this point in time are conversations that have been kicking around here for years. And I think it really just took a few really motivated people to kind of get together and say, hey, if we can take this passion we have for the outdoors, we can take this power of Nike innovation, and we can take this brand of ACG that we all love and put them together. There's never a bad time to do that. Let's go.
I think it's the latter. I do. I think it's the latter. And that evolution and the continued push on ACG for the next generation as well. And product will speak for itself. When we create intuitively perfect product, innovative product, serving our athletes, and push that forward, that will be the product that becomes, the OG, 10 years from now, but it always leads with performance innovation product.
Yeah. I mean, hey, we love the history of ACG. A lot of people love the history of ACG. It is kind of one of those cult brands. I mean, my friends who work at other outdoor companies say it's on their mood boards. But I mean, if you look at any era of ACG, one thing is true no matter what you're looking at, is that ACG's never been a brand about the past. ACG's always been about creating the future from its inception. And that's kind of, what we signed up to do.
Yeah.
ACG being cool. I mean, for us, and I mean, I get just the incredible gift of working with an amazing team who's always dedicated every single day, not just to helping athletes in the outdoors, but also pushing at the edges of what we're used to seeing in the outdoors. And that, to me, if you can combine amazing functional gear with a look that you've never seen. Sometimes delivering that function even delivers a unique look in and of itself. Like, that to me gives it the cultural resonance. I don't think we design for cultural resonance.
Yeah.
I think we just hopefully are doing things that are really special to us that we want to share with people, and hopefully it goes even wider than people on the trail.
Yeah, that's well said. Well said.
It all starts with the job that the product has to do. You know, beyond anything, we know that, like, when people take to the outdoors, you know, yes, of course, we all want to look good doing what we're doing, but when people go outdoors wearing ACG, many times they're entrusting our brand, not just with like having a good time that day. Sometimes they're entrusting the brand with their life. So we start with, like, how can we unlock radical function for what we design? And if we deliver a crazy new aesthetic as we do it, that's fantastic, you know, but hopefully that's just a outcome, but it's not the intention we go in with.
I want to come back. Can I say this one thing? Talking about when you put on ACG and how it makes you feel. Quick little story. We had Kipchoge on the train in Milan, and it was really cool because he had the new lava zipped up in the orange, and was sitting there just rapping with him. And he's like, you know what, Scooter? I don't know, but when I just put it on, I just feel different with ACG. And I thought that was a little bit to your question you just asked. I don't know why that is, but I mean, here's Kipchoge saying, I just feel a little different when I've got it on. So I was like, I thought that was dope. I thought that was super dope. So
yeah, I mean, that's the amazing thing. And, you know, as we pursue those questions of like how we deliver those solutions for athletes, I mean, I think one thing I really credit my team to, our team to, is that, like, they're open to whatever answer sits on the other side, you know? So they're not looking to just create the world's best puffer jacket. They're like, how do we keep athletes warm, and what's going to do that? And if that leads them to a new solution in the process, then what a great outcome. I mean, it's been really two things. It's been testing and speed. I think for us at ACG, you know, what we try to make sure we do is like, hey, if we feel like we've unlocked something with an athlete, it's like, let's take it to the next level. Let's put it in a competitive setting.
Yeah.
That's kind of what we do with Caleb and the team in Radical Air. We said, like, hey, we feel like we have something really special here. We know it's going to take us a hot minute to actually commercialize the thing.
Right.
But if this is going to work and do something special for an athlete, why would we wait?
Yeah. And that's what, it's so cool to have, you know, the whole crew, the whole all conditions racing team, they want to do that. You know, Caleb was like, it was a prototype. He's like, hell yeah, I'll wear that, you know, and they're wearing footwear that, you know, is still a prototype. And that accessibility to world-class athletes like that is a really, really cool thing. And the ultra runners give us that. The ultra runners give us that, which is great.
Oh, yeah.
Which is really, really cool.
And they're hard on us.
Yeah.
They don't pull any punches. You know, the stuff that the stuff that we create with them, the stuff that they test, I mean, it doesn't have to work for just like a day out. You know, I mean, piece of gear fails you in the wrong situation, and it's not just like, did I have a good run? It's like, could be life and death.
I have two favorite pieces. One was the pocket knife. Love the old school pocket knife and just everything it represented, and always have been just Moab has been that was the one for me that really was like ACG. I was always just obsessed with the Moab. So those are the two. Man's Best Friend. I don't know if you all remember the Man's Best Friend. You'll see it here pretty soon. Love that piece. I had one for like 25 years in my closet. I'd still rock that. And then the future, we got a lot cooking. But I am a big Air Ease. We've got a big collection of Air Ease product for hot, humid weather. And I think the materials and the designs and what that represents is right up my alley. So I'm stoked on the Air Ease.
Amazing. I mean, I've got a couple. You know, unfortunately, my wife really has a problem with me wearing strappy sandals. So I don't get to wear the shoe sandal as much as I'd like to. So that remains a kind of a grail for me. But and you know, in all seriousness, I think you know, one of my favorite, I'd say my favorite product of all time, and what makes me most excited about the future is the fact that people are going to get to buy and use this to go running or to go hiking or whatever they want to do, or
all kinds of good stuff in that top.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, and it's about to come out in a hat.
How about that?
Which is going to be so cool.
There it is.
This hat's a little dinged up because I've been wear testing this quite a bit. But you know,
how many offers have you had on that hat? You've had it in Chamonix, you had it at Paris Fashion Week, you've had it all over the world this last year.
Oh yeah, no, people offer to buy this right off my head.
I could imagine
all the time, and now they'll actually get to buy it.
I love that.
Which I think is
coming
cool.
soon. It's coming soon. Thanks, man. Yeah.